those first 2 years. We was just involved with wrestling. After 2 years, after 4 years of wrestling, I guess that was around Phil's sophomore year, that's when Spurlock took over as the head coach of the football team. With me, I was like, okay, he took on that and he still had the wrestling team. I'm like, you know what? I can't really lock myself in. I just volunteer. So the first year of the football team, when we was involved 2 years ago, I just showed up and helped out. However I can help out. That's just the type of person I am. I like just supporting the cause besides what you benefit out of it, like the money part. Sometimes you just got to do stuff for the love of it. But the first year, I see Phil, I see his passion. I wasn't at practice as much, excuse me. I was coming to every game because I currently work at Nike, so I'm in between 2 jobs. I don't work inside the school. Now the 4th year, I'm like, you know what, let me lock myself in with football. And then that's when I really got to know the guys personally. You know, again, I didn't know Phil's story like that. Again, I just wasn't around Phil like that. But the passion he had and his hunger, and I still couldn't put it together. And you know, I'm hearing him on the field, so my part of football, like, I hate separation. I hate the point of it's an offensive coach and defense, and they over there and we over there. My thing is everybody comes together. No separation. So my part as a football coach, I like to manage, making sure everybody is respecting everybody, making sure everybody's voice is heard, and just making sure the morale is up with the team. So with Phil, he was hungry. He had a different type of hunger. I still didn't get it. He like, no, look. Even in the locker room, he shake the whole locker room up at halftime. And you just like, dude, what is it with this kid? Like, are you just gone mad? So I'm like, dude, I just didn't get it on the football field. I'm coming to practice. He's like, look, you need to get over there. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I'm like, well, let me have a conversation with Phil. And, you know, I'm like, I was to the point I had to call his mom one day. I'm like, look, son, I'm like, I understand his passion, but he just got to know how to channel that energy. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And, you know, just for me to have that conversation with him, he adjusted that right away, the attitude and everything. And then I started to understand the passion. It was his senior year. He had put work into the program before Coach Spurlock and I even was involved. So just to see a young man grow how he did and like just be that leader with the program and then finding a way to talk to the teammates without going overboard with just, you know, speaking to them and sir, I was kind of telling him to cut out the profanity. I'm like, keep the passion, but, you know, they might not like you if you just come off any kind of way. You know, even with me as a coach, it's the way you have to talk to your peers and it's the way you got to talk to, you know, youth, the young kids. So with all that being said, he's a prime, like his story, like I thought I had a story with coaching in my career, being here, volunteering, working with Nike, everything I do, but it's just cool to see what hard work gets you, where it gets you to. So he's a prime example of that hard work and that passion. I know moving forward, that respect level and everything that comes with that, I feel like he got it now. So, but that comes from like just hard work and dedication, guys. So I just wanted to get up here and speak about just that whole story. But at the same time, guys, this is a prime example of what hard work gets you, guys. So I'm glad that he set the tone for that.
That's for loud.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm gonna be real quick. I just want to touch on Phil. To me, as a person, is I don't want to touch on Phil. I want to touch on just the effect that Phil has had on me, and I've seen that he's had on other people. I've always known Phil since 7th grade, and we've done sports together and things like that. But I really got to know Phil last year when we had double period AP Physics together. And a lot of people wouldn't think, you know, the captain of the football team would be the main dude in AP Physics, just killing it, solving these equations, and just knowing everything. I just like, and I remember one day me and Phil were always in the back of the class and we eat breakfast. And every day Phil would just say, man, I'm going to get an A on this test. And then he'll get an A on the test. He's like, man, I'm going to be D1. They said, well, I'm going to be D1, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do so-and-so. But Phil, everything he said, he put his mind to it and he did it and he accomplished it.
Amen.
And for me, it's like, it's motivational because even though me and Phil had bets and I've won, he's won, Phil he's always working toward what he's trying to do. Like, I remember last year, Phil would just be working out like crazy, lifting 7,000 pounds every day. And I remember our coach was like, Phil, just chill out. You got to work smarter. And Phil was like, all right. And he just worked smarter, but he's still working hard. It was just, I don't know, Phil's an amazing dude. He's not just athletically talented, he's mentally talented. He's a natural leader. Every time I find myself trying to be a leader and interject myself into someone else's life, Phil will be right there behind me. No one has to ask him to do it. He just come in. Do you know what I'm talking about right there? Judah. And Phil would just come in and I'm just being real. So I was talking to Judah about his behavior. And I'm talking to him, Jude's like, yeah. And Phil just came out of nowhere, like, just looking like, the Jolly Green Giant. He came through, like, please do this, that, and that. Because at the end of the day, it's about this and blah, blah, blah. And he's just talking and philosophizing and just saying all these things. And I think that he's an amazing dude. He's my brother. I love him. I wish him the best.
Hey, thank you. That's so
Not going to say much, but still, I just want to let you know, when I first got here, you were in my group, and I was like, I'm already new to this sprinting thing, and now I have a big old sprinter in my group. I don't know what to do with him. I mean, I didn't know he was going to be fast as he was. He actually was one of my fastest sprinters when I first got here. That year, the year after that, and the year after that. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter how big you are, it's how hard you work. And he was there every day, practiced every day, and he worked really hard to beat out the sprinters that we did have. But then it was to the point where I was saying, well, if you can't beat Phil, then you're not a sprinter. So just go off his side. But, he was really fast, nonetheless. He called me one summer and was like, I can't wait till the next year. I want to make it further than I did this past year. And I was like, wow, he's thinking about track even before, football. And I thought that was really good. When track started, football team was out there and they were working out outside. And he was like, forget them. I'm in track season now, But when it was time for football, he was dedicated to that. So whatever sport he was in, he was dedicated to, no matter, what time it was. If they were out there and they were messing with him, forget them. I'm here to do this. So he was dedicated in anything he did. The fact that he got to this point, is fabulous. I mean, it's not a better feeling than to sit down and sign a letter of intent with the college that you want to go to. And the fact that it's 100%, that's great. He's going to go experience the college life, and that's the best thing that he could do for himself. And it's true. Every kid in here, boys and girls, I know it's hard, to be African-American, period, let alone being a kid in a big school or even in a big city, all these different pressures, but he stuck to what he wanted to do. He didn't let anybody steer him the wrong way, and I think that's great, and I hope you the best for you.
Hey, I'm going to say something real quick. First, Mom, congratulations.
Oh, thank you, sir. There's Pops back there. And there's my mama.
And Mom. Make a long story short, my philosophy was always that, football can take you a long way. You work hard, do what you're supposed to do, but first and foremost, academic. Be on top of your grades. First and foremost. And be honest with you, Mom, when we talked about 5 years ago, I've been here 14 years. And I didn't remember Phil was in 7th grade walking in the hall. And I was coaching at Morgan Park. I wanted to recruit him. I wanted to take him in. Yeah. But, hey, it worked out the best. What matters is you got a full ride, you graduated, it doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter really what school you play for or what. It's here.
Mhm.
You know? And I'm making a long story short, but it's an honor to coach you. 1 year, your last year. I wish I would coach you for 4 years. But that last season, I had fun coaching you, man. You're a good student, good young man, you listen, you take the game seriously. And I want to congratulate to you and wish you well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Woo! You ready to wrap it? You ready to wrap it up? You so funny. If there's no one else to say anything. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to practice too. Okay. Rockstar! Woo! Rockstar! I love it.
Alright, as most of you know, Sister A, they all call me Braxton. Bill, he always motivates me to like work hard and like last season I was like always on the bench and like he always tells me like work hard. If you don't work hard, you're not gonna get anywhere. He motivates me to push myself and like he usually talks to me when like I can't even talk to my own father about some of the stuff I talk to her about, and he's like always there for me.
Right.
The funniest moment I ever feel is when freshman hell week came around, and I was afraid to go in the locker room, and the whole team dragged me in there, and Bill gives me a wedgie, and it's my underwear, so I wind up going home free balling.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna miss him next year.
Well, most of y'all do know me, some of y'all don't. I'm Dia.
Hey, dear.
Hey, girl. Well, last year was my first year at Kenwood. I didn't know most people. I didn't like most people either because I left my school. When I first came here, like, I didn't like talking to nobody. I didn't even like Phil. I didn't even want to talk to him, but he, like, kept trying to talk to me and be friendly to me. And then after a while, I got used to him and got used to his jokes, and I started to like Phil even more, and then we just started playing around and joking and stuff. And he's, like, really a motivator. Like, I can see him, and he's showing his stuff and how he's so happy and stuff, and he makes me want to do good. And he's like, I want to be just like you and have all these awards and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you can. It's not a big deal, but I can see you doing it, even though you didn't throw that far or, you know, you still got it. But I'm so proud of you, Phil. I can do it like this and do this like this.
You will. You will.
You will.
Aww. He's so sweet.
Cuties. I got text message at 6:30 something this morning. Me too. Saying some support and signing, of course, and I won't reveal my child's name because then I'm getting ready to say. I didn't know if you do that, so I'm getting help when I'm done, whoever that was. So I said, sign it. If he graduating early, I'm slow, forgive me. If he graduating early, he's like, no, I'm signing. Now, I used to get a little jealous because every weekend or when I couldn't sign my child, I said, well, where's Rashad? I'm calling grandmother's house. Where's Rashad? At Fields. So I said to Solange and football, I said, what you feeding him? I didn't realize that you were such a motivator, and I appreciate you being a friend of a friend of my child's, and apparently you must be a really good friend to influence. And I want to let you know that don't stop what you're doing, because there's some more boys out here that truly need your leadership, including mine, so make sure you don't forget that.
We love you, baby. Hey, oh, get crazy.
You know, this is nice. This really ain't about me. It's about y'all. It's about my team. Y'all helped me get this. And you know, I want to come back. I want to see my brother on this Saturday. I want to see Mikhail on this Saturday. I want to see all y'all on Saturday. Because really, y'all can be better than me. And some of y'all are better than me. Some of y'all play with are better than me. And they were just people that didn't take advantage of the opportunity. And I want y'all to take advantage of the opportunity y'all got. Y'all got the time. Y'all got an example in front of y'all. I didn't really have nobody good to look up to. I was just shooting it. You know what I'm saying? Just hoping that it worked. But y'all seen the past, and y'all can go there. Y'all can do better. Y'all can be better. So.
Congratulations, Theo. We're so happy for you. Congratulations. I'll be watching college football now. Everybody's happy for you.